What's up guys and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're focusing on World Rugby and they're heading on the same path as what FIFA did with regards to the money scheme. Now we've seen a lot of things occur and we've definitely seen World Rugby do it right in certain occasions. But we know Laporte, who's the new vice chairman, is known for a bit of controversy. We know there was controversy going into this World Rugby election. I mean, for example, we've seen certain votes go the way of the Englishman rather than Augustin Bishop, which we thought would be guaranteed certain positions. Last minute changes, Wales going for Augustin, but then all of a sudden backtrack. Same going for Ireland. Both teams were going to go for one, but then they decided to go for the safe call. Why? What are the reasons behind? Is there a little bit of extra dough being offered to these nations in order to assist them? Now I can understand the reasoning why the Six Nations team backed Bill Beaumont, because they obviously are worried that, well, they will feel that he's the safer choice in order to back European rugby, and rightly so. He's done a lot of things for European rugby, but what really has he done for the Pacific, for the South? I mean, if we look at the voting schemes, we see Samoa and Fiji backtracking their vote in order to support Bill Beaumont. We see Japan putting in a big focus. Now, I can understand Japan. The reason why Japan would probably be because of getting the World Cup and the opportunities that have been given, like Sunwolves and all that stuff. Although, technically, that was done before Bill Beaumont. We also look at one of the North American teams. Why go for Bill Beaumont when Augustin Pichot would have been the man who's from North America, would have, or North South America, would have put more focus in to those specific nations, and I felt he was going to give that opportunity to them. Now, Laporte was the one who suggested the Club Rugby World Cup, and all good things coming. I hope it happens because we need something spiced up. But what are we going to see changed in World Rugby? What is going to be that moment that's going to spice the fans up? Because clearly this vote wasn't for the fans. Because if we look online polls, suggestions, we've seen a lot of people in favor of Augustin because of the change. Now there's a lot of European following that are wary of Augustin just because of the fact that they were worried that he would have put more focus in the south. Nothing really wrong with that because the North, everything's going smoothly. We're seeing rugby develop, grow, investments happening, but not much is done by the South. So that was the excitement and the new talk that was going forward. It was the first time in a while where I've seen a lot of electricity and excitement going around the topic of world rugby. Not many people pay interest to who the boss is. I mean, Bill Beaumont, I've hardly heard of him in the past 4 years until maybe the World Cup where he handed over the trophy to Sio Kolisi. But other than that, what have these guys done? Where's Augustin? He's always outspoken and he's in the news, he's in the picture, and he gives the opportunities to, or wanted to give these opportunities like the Nations Championship, which was scrapped, etc., etc. Now, Bill's also got these ideas in place where he's going to try and open the global game to the world, and very similar opportunities that he also wanted to put through is what Augustin did. So hopefully, by all means, he can go through. But I hope behind the scenes we don't have any money laundering situations. I don't think it's the case. I really don't believe it because I think we've got strong nations in going forward, and Bill is a respected, knighted individual, so I don't think he would risk anything. But there are questions. Why wasn't Europe fully in discussions with the European teams? Why didn't Germany get a say? Why is the drama with Fiji and Samoa not supporting the South? There's got to be more information. Yes, there's the drama that unfolded with that other controversy. That was supposed to be the one that really was going to knock Bill's case, but it didn't. We're seeing Fiji and Samoa supporting him. Just certain questions I would like outlined in order to maybe give the answers, because if I look at the polls that I've done online, I mean, I said, will Beaumont bring change, or will rugby remain the same? 307 votes. I've got a very wide-based audience. 81% said it's going to stay the same. And then I asked, who do you want? Pishot or Bill? 71% said Pishot. So from the fan point of view, there was a lot of change that people wanted. And I don't see this being the vote for the fans. I see it being the safest vote to keep everything the same, to not cause too much havoc, because I think they were all nervous that Augustine was going to arrive and shake things up properly and maybe ruffle a few feathers here and there. But now you go with the safest bet. Let's stick to the same old, and let's not develop it for the fans. Let's stick to rugby the boring way, which we've seen it currently failing in the South. What is going to happen? Bill Beaumont, I give you the table because you've got the toughest job on your hand, especially now during this pandemic. What are you going to do different than you hadn't done in the past 4 years? What are you going to do to bring the sport back to the fans? Do not put World Rugby on the same path of what FIFA was, where Sepp Blatter took FIFA and destroyed it. Rugby is a great sport, and we need to keep it sane, and we need to keep it there for the exact reason. And the reason is for the sport and not the money. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.